So Eric Watts makes Dusty Rhodes versus AJ Styles in a bunkhouse brawl. Dusty does a promo about how he talks about how like AJ may be a main eventer and there are legends in the business, but Dusty's an icon. So even if AJ's a legend killer, Dusty's an icon. Even though Kid Cash is the legend killer on this show, Dusty, not AJ Styles.
He should be like, yo, I'm the icon killer.
I hope that Dusty thought he was going to feud with Kid Cash and came up with this great promo and is like, I'm still going to do it, Daddy.
Yeah, he should feud with Kid Cash. That should be the... Obviously, Kid Cash is wrapping up this storyline, should be against Hogan.
He's the true icon of wrestling, Daddy. Not you, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, basically. But Sting's the icon.
There's so many icons.
Who's your favorite icon?
It probably is Sting.
I can't think of a funny answer.
Eric Watts?
Yeah.
Eric Watts is always your funny answer.
It's not true necessarily.
So we have a bunkhouse brawl between AJ and Dusty where they start backstage, or they start back on the parking lot even, where they're brawling around by Dusty's pickup truck. They brawl into the building. They have a perfectly fine functional match that's carried by Dusty, but
this wasn't even a match.
It's more of an angle. The match ends due to excessive spanking, Liam.
Which is like, this is a bunkhouse brawl.
Yeah. Dusty eventually grabs AJ and spanks his bare bottom.
Nice. Like... Hell of an ass on the kid.
Yeah, to be fair, AJ, a lot going on for him.
Yeah. I don't know, man. This kind of just pissed me off because I wanted to see AJ and Dusty wrestle.
Well, that's what we're building to.
This is what they promised me.
So, Trinity tries to interfere, and then Dusty spanks Trinity too.
Man, poor Trinity. Just like all up in her on this one.
Clearly, Dusty was more interested in spanking the ass of Trinity than spanking the ass of AJ.
Equal opportunity spanking.
AJ does a promo after the match where he's not happy about Dusty spanking his butt. He's like, you may enjoy spanking men's butts, but I don't. Not me. That's not a thing I enjoy.
Well, open your mind.
The spanking community.
The spanking community.
AJ takes like the most pointless little shot at Triple H I've ever seen in my life.
For like no reason. There's no context to his character. I guess the idea is here is like that Vince is his Stephanie. Right? Like, that's what he was going for here, right?
I've always thought of Vince Russo as the Stephanie McMahon of NWA-TNA.
You know what? Not wrong.
So yeah, his little shot is like, I didn't get respect by marrying the boss's daughter. I got respect by earning it.
You made a really good point about this, where it was like, this was just everyone's go-to shot from like 2003 to 2010.
Take a shot at Paul.
To be fair, he was also going through one of the most annoying top runs in history, so...
It's true, he was unbearable in the middle of 2003.
So you know.
So this promo is to build up the idea that AJ is so flustered and frustrated by Dusty spanking him that he challenges Dusty to an NWA World title match, but Vince Russo comes out and intervenes. He's like, no.
Man, Vince Russo's a toxic boyfriend.
He's like, we can't possibly have that. What we'll have instead is it'll be Dusty and Jeff Jarrett versus AJ Styles and me.
Wow, I imagine that everyone was desperate to see.
No one wants to see AJ and Dusty. Everyone wants to see Vince Russo involved.
I'm sure he'll bring up the quality of the match a ton.
the real work.
What's Vince Russo's best match?
I don't know. Like, was like the cage match where he won the belt actually good?
I have never seen it.
Not a big WCW fan. You got to watch WCW 2000. You got to suffer.
Pay me.
A very important note that I didn't mention in that Watts promo earlier, he did mention that Jeff Jarrett will get his World Championship match in the next 30 days.
Yeah, it's some very specific wording there.
So AJ and Dusty is your feud. AJ and Russo against Jarrett and Dusty is your first main event of next month that you will look forward to us talking about in the next episode.